Control schedule is an important project management process that involves monitoring and regulating the project schedule to ensure that it stays on track. Project managers rely on data analysis tools to analyze project performance and discover any deviations or possible concerns in order to successfully regulate the schedule. This lecture will look at some of the data analysis methods used in control schedule, such as earned value analysis, iteration burn down charts, performance evaluations, trend analysis, variance analysis, and what if scenario analysis. Let's discuss them briefly. Earned value analysis, or commonly referred to as EVA, is a data analysis approach commonly used in project management. It involves comparing the value of completed work, which is referred to as earned value, to the intended value, referred to as planned value, and the actual cost expended, referred to as the actual cost. Project managers can assess if the project is ahead of schedule, behind schedule, or on track by analyzing differences between these figures. Then we have the iteration burndown charts. In agile project management approaches, an iteration burndown chart is widely used. It symbolizes the completion of work through a succession of iterations or sprints. Project teams can discover any deviations from the intended rate of completion by analyzing the burndown chart and taking appropriate remedial steps. Then we have the performance reviews. Performance reviews entail analyzing the project team's performance and progress towards fulfilling project milestones and deliverables. Typically, this analysis is carried out through frequent meetings and conversations with team members and stakeholders. Performance evaluations aid in the identification of any scheduling concerns, such as delays or bottlenecks, and allow for prompt intervention. Then we have the trend analysis. The process of analyzing previous project data to detect patterns and trends in schedule performance is known as trend analysis. Project managers can detect recurring difficulties or obstacles that may affect the project timeline by reviewing historical performance data. This analysis assists in making educated decisions and putting preventive measures in place to minimize schedule delays. Then we have the variance analysis. Variance analysis is a technique for identifying any variances or discrepancies between the planned and actual schedules. It involves examining the discrepancies between the anticipated and actual start and finish dates of project operations. Project managers may utilize variance analysis to determine the reasons of schedule deviations and take corrective actions to get the project back on track. What if scenario analysis? The process of constructing hypothetical scenarios to assess the potential influence on the project timeline is known as what if scenario analysis. Project managers can examine the consequences of changing factors such as resource allocation, job sequencing, or dependencies on the project timetable. This analysis aids in making educated judgments and choosing the most advantageous line of action to reduce schedule hazards. Data analysis tools are critical in project management control schedule process. Earned value analysis, iteration burndown charts, performance reviews, trend analysis, variance analysis, and what if scenario analysis give useful insights into project schedule performance, highlight deviations or risks, and enable effective decision making. Project managers may proactively regulate the project schedule, optimize resource utilization, and assure successful project completion within the set deadlines by utilizing these data analysis tools. See you in the next lecture.